Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome to the first episode of Designer Reviews. Today we're going to compare the two most popular music applications in the world, Spotify and Apple Music. Now I'll be putting my designer cap on today and I'll be comparing these on the basis of the following categories: onboarding, search, music playing, and much more. And at the end of the video, I'll be telling you my choice based on my design experience on which is the best app. Before we begin, go down in the comments below and tell me which is your favorite music application, Spotify, Apple Music, or anything else, and why. Let's spark a debate down in the comments. Alright, so to begin with, we are going to start with Apple Music. Now, for the onboarding experience, I have mixed feelings here. By being upfront about their terms and conditions is quite nice. But as a designer, so much information being put onto your users without them wanting that is not really the best practice. So I have to scroll down the huge page to be able to agree to this. Yes, the agree button is still not there. What's new in Apple Music? I like this about Apple Music. They try and showcase their features and their USPs and plus points upfront. So if I'm a person who loves searching for music, they have new search experience, which I think is very nice. Now, if I say continue, it takes me to the actual app experience. It asks me for diagnostics. Now, by this time, the experience is not so ideal because we had to go through such a huge page of information, and now I am getting this. Unfortunately, the onboarding experience doesn't end here. If I want to listen to any music, I'll click on one of these albums here and I go into this and I'm expecting the song to start playing. But that intent of mine is broken by this, which makes me get the 3-month trial or pay for their service. Now, this is not a bad thing for the business, but for the user, this breaks that journey. And if my journey isn't smooth enough, if I can't get into listening to music on a music app, this is not the ideal experience. Apple, are you listening? Now let's move on to Spotify. Millions of songs free on Spotify. So this is a very nice line, which means that you can listen to any song for free. And that is a huge plus point here. That was it. That was a successful login. And I really like that it's quick, it's easy, and I'm not bombarded with information like they were on Apple Music. Alright, so let's begin with searching on both Apple Music and Spotify for artists that I like. Now, if I go to the search page itself, I see browse categories. Instead of showing me actual genres, they are showing me hits, Bollywood, pop, charts. Now, this could be because of two reasons. One, because Apple realizes most people listen to either Bollywood songs in India or hits, worldwide hits in general. Now, the actual layout is great, the cards are well placed and well made, but the collection of these, a lot of these are not connected to each other, they're different genres altogether. For example, in between hip hop and pop, there's something called romance, which is not exactly a genre. I would have preferred two separate sections, one with the different moods like romance, another section which said all the genres, which is pop, hip hop, etc. That is where they are lacking. Now, if I search for it, search is very easy in this case. I want to search for Russ. Russ is one of my favorite artists out there. So as you can see, top results, I'm getting Russ Essentials, which is nice. Now, the problem is all this looks like a single list. And lists can get boring, especially if they are long. So if they had done one list item, then one big album cover, it would have been a little more interesting to scroll through. And important things would have gotten the prioritization that they needed. One thing that I really like about search on Apple is artists, albums, songs, everything has a different category on top. So if I click on one of these navigation items, they take me to playlists, radio episodes, music videos even. So I really like this top navigation that they've given. It is very useful. Now coming back onto Spotify, I'll go ahead and search. And on search, Spotify does this right. Top genres, hip hop, pop, R&B is here. And this is based on my preferences. And then you have all the different playlists like moods, Bollywood, Telugu, Radar, Devotion, all these things. Artist, song, or podcast, I'm quickly going to search for one thing, and that is Russ again, the same search. Now, this is what I was talking about. Russ as an artist is a list item. Then you have a carousel of featuring Russ albums and different playlists. And this is very interesting because this way I get to discover the artist much more. Also, they have all these see all artists, see all songs. Now, this is a little confusing, Spotify. Apple does this correct by giving you a different sort of navigation. Here, it's just a long list of so many options. This is increasing cognitive load. So if I don't know what I want exactly at that moment, I'll get confused by this long list of see all artists, see all songs. So that unsurety in certain situations like this, users don't appreciate. Now let's come to the actual music playing experience. In this case, I'm going back to Apple Music. So I'll pick up The Best in the World by Drake. I like this section, which is very simple, and the actual album art is upfront. That is really nice. And if I play a song, for example, I say play, plays me Omerta, and it's really nice. It opens up into this lyrics page. And for someone who is interested in lyrics, it's upfront. So I really like that. Also, it becomes full screen. So if you're reading the lyrics, the play button and everything goes away, which is kind of interesting. I like this. I can switch between the lyrics by clicking on the actual album art and just going away. Overall, I think the music playing experience is really nice. I like the animations to immerse you in that experience. So that is really nice. Now, going back to the music experience of Spotify, I'm just going to play one of these songs by Russ here, and let's see how the experience is. Very similar to Apple Music. It shows the album art here. It shows me it's playing. It has the heart up front. So if I like this song, I can just play it and it adds to my liked songs. Also, they will recommend this to me more. The lyrics are down below, which I think is a little more convenient than the Apple Music version of it. Because even though they're not immersive, they don't get in my way of actually listening to the music or looking at the album art. I can also do the same things that I could do with Apple Music. Also, did you guys notice one thing? On Apple Music, there was no repeat music button here or a shuffle button here. If I go back, I don't see a repeat song button right here, and that is a little disappointing. I don't know how it works here. I have to go deep inside into one of these menus and say, okay, now repeat this song, which honestly breaks the whole experience for me, and I have to cut points from Apple for doing this. Now let's look at our own libraries. So things that we've saved, things that we want to listen to again and again. And this is one page that we will come to again and again. So this experience better be good. So Apple Music has something called library. So basically this is all my playlists, artists, albums, songs, everything saved right here. Again, in a slightly boring list form, which I don't really prefer as a user also. I'm just gonna add this to my library. And if I go back to my library, I should be able to see that. But unless I know what that is, I can't see it. So if I go inside album, I can see it. I can then go ahead and play or shuffle these albums. So basically you're seeing similar information everywhere. Artists is Drake, of course. Album is The Best in the World. Songs is Omerta. So this is basically just extracting different information from the album and just putting it into different sections. This is not good for either the user or the business. I'm not getting that personal experience that I want here. It's just a list. As a designer also, you must understand, creating a boring experience is not our intent. A delightful experience is what we aim to do. This isn't doing that. Now, if I go back to Spotify, I see music and podcasts in two different sections. That's really nice. In Spotify, they have podcasts, so it divides your experience into two sections. I really like that there is good navigation here. I think this is a better way to do what Apple Music was doing. Apple, you got to add more zest to your experience, more delight to your experience. What Spotify has done here with like songs having a different cover, deep songs having a different cover. Also, I can quickly create a playlist. Apple Music, where was that? If I go back to library, I can't create a playlist here, which is very sad. Last but not the least is customization. How much can I customize my experience by just simply going to the settings of the application? I want to really go deep dive into this. If I go into settings, I see my profile, which is nice, which shows me how many people I'm following, how many people are following me. I have data saver, which especially for an Indian audience, it is very good. If you're on a 4G network or a 3G network, this would be really good. Then you have a lot of audiophile stuff. gapless, automix, crossfade. Languages also you can choose from here. So I can customize the kind of languages. For a Punjabi like me, I think I like to select Punjabi as well. So that is interesting. I can connect with navigation apps. So if I'm on Waze or Google Maps, it can play from inside that application. That is really interesting. Alright, so for people who like to listen to embarrassing songs in private, I think private sessions in Spotify is a good option. Also at the end, I appreciate that they show me how much storage this is taking on my phone. Spotify is pretty much, you can make it your own application if you like. Now let's see Apple Music. So if I go back to Apple Music, I go to this little menu and I say settings. Hopefully you'll be able to find settings that easy. I really like that on Android especially, they show you the theme that you like to add. In this case, I like dark mode, so I'm just gonna play dark mode here. Motion, animated cover art will automatically play. Oh, that is interesting. I've never experienced that, but for users of Apple Music, that could be a really nice thing to, add to this here. Downloaded music, it shows you the storage. You can even add EQ, adjust audio output. There is very little customization on Apple Music, at least for the general user. There is enough, but not enough for hardcore users of this application. Alright, so in the war of Apple Music versus Spotify, I don't think there is a very clear winner because everybody has a different preference on what service they like to use. As a designer, I give Spotify a good 8.5, which is very strong score out of 10. Apple, I'll have to unfortunately give it only 6.5 in this case. I really like the experience, but for a general user only. In this war, yes, Spotify won for me as a designer and as a general user as well. Tell me in the comments which was your favorite as a designer or as a user and why is it your favorite? Let's start a debate in the comments. Let's see who wins according to you. I'll see you every Monday and Thursday with such interesting design related content. Until then, have a great week ahead. God bless.